better there.
Yeah, the GPS says it'll take much longer. I'd have taken that route, but I'm afraid there'd be a ton of snow. This way, we're heading south right away.
At the end of March, we set off toward Altai and plan to travel along the border with Kazakhstan. There shouldn't be any snow left there, so we'll be able to get through everywhere easily in the buggy.
Just keep an eye on the buggy.
It's with us.
We forgot to vacuum the cab. Well, some of us forgot.
Then go vacuum it. You've eaten, I see. You're just sitting there.
I'd love to, but that's your job.
Oh no, I'm letting you do it.
Then I'll start letting you do my jobs.
Oh no. That won't work. Whoa, why is it so high now?
I said it like that for you. Doctor?
My feet don't touch.
You don't like it when
Well, no.
you're dangling?
Low? I have no control at all.
And what are you controlling? Right now, what are you controlling?
Everything.
Everything?
Come on.
That guy didn't use the
Eingeschäumt,
quickly
aber
wrapped it
er hat
around.
schnell die
That's
große
fine too.
Zapfpistole genommen. Auch okay.
Ja, hat was gesagt.
Saw it. This one, probably.
Wow, they're traveling a motorhome and an off-road vehicle? Oh, and here are the jobs.
Eine Reise, ein Wohnmobil, ein
What do they
Geländewagen.
want?
Ja.
Verpiss dich.
Ja.
Machst du das?
Ja, genau.
Ja.
Wer hat Ihnen gesagt, dass Sie keinen Fahrtenschreiber brauchen? Nun, weil ich weiß, dass er für den Personen- oder Güterverkehr vorgeschrieben ist.
I have a motorhome.
Das ist ein Wohnmobil, das ist ein Kraftwagen.
A motorhome? Steht einfach ein Note right here.
Wohnmobil, ja,
Motorhome. Yes.
Lastkraftwagen.
Motorhome.
Und was ist mit der Wohnung?
Why?
Einfach
Is it Wohnung?
Ist das eine Wohnung?
Yes.
Das wäre ja wirklich ein Ding, wenn ich... It'll be funny if I didn't bring a blanket.
Which one?
Die Bettdecke.
What, mine? Deine own?
Hey?
Hast du didn't bring your own?
Yours. First overnight stay in the Kalmykia region after a 300-kilometer journey from Mozhaisk. There are no tire tracks in the snow, so we're driving very carefully. A branch. There it is, lying there.
I don't know.
Maybe we should just hide behind these bushes and
That's it.
Na gut. Well, let's go.
Actually, we could just stop here. Why go over there?
Was macht das für
What's the
einen Unterschied?
difference? Same
Doch,
kind of
sind
bushes,
genau die
just
gleichen
over there.
Yeah,
Stimmt
true.
wohl.
Wait. Oh. Man, I really stink. What is that?
Look at
Oh Mann,
that,
du bist ja
you're
schon
already
zu Hause.
home.
Line.
Called in and you're home.
Daheim.
Just don't hit my butt. Oh, Tim. Great. Something just flew off back there.
How
Wie
can
kann
something
super
flying
sein, wenn
off
was
be
abfällt?
great?
Naja, because something wasn't secured properly.
There's
Warmes
hot
Wasser ist
water.
da.
What do you need water for?
I'm
Ich sag's
telling
dir
you.
nur.
Why do I need it? Right.
Well,
Na, weil
you're
du
the
doch
one who
stinkst.
stinks.
Well, get used to it. About 3 hours before dark, we start looking for a place for our next stop. It's important that several conditions are met at once. The highway shouldn't be audible. The place should be far from settlements, and dogs don't bark, and locals don't call the police. There must be a way to turn around, so we need either a tree line or a field nearby. There's nothing fence and to the right. At the same time, having a trailer almost rules out turning directly into the woods. And we also need a gentle exit from the road because of the large rear overhang and the trailer hitch.
Da ist kein
living there,
Siedlung,
right?
oder?
And of course, there must be mobile internet reception. We'll come out onto some other road.
We won't get out anywhere from here.
Yes, there's some.
Wenn wir diesen schweren
Without the
Anhänger nicht
trailer,
dabei
we couldn't
hätten,
just roll
dann
in
hätten
there.
wir ganz
But
einfach
with the
dort
trailer
hineinfahren
attached,
können.
you can't just go back and forth so easily. Look over there.
Dort könnten wir hin.
Nein, nicht da.
It's good that the snow hasn't melted off the field yet. The ground stays hard enough in places so that the Ural doesn't spin its wheels or churn up mud. Das Problem ist, the bad thing is that im Schnee keine tiefen Löcher oder weichen Stellen sieht.
Do we have internet here?
Yes, that is exactly right.
How are you going in? Through the front door?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
And
Which one
was
is the
hier der
front door
Haupteingang?
Und
And
was der
which is the
Hintereingang?
back?
Fertig.
Damn it.
Scheiße,
Verdammt
verdammt
so. Ja, ist alles in Ordnung.
That was a close one.
Gute Aufgabe.
Okay.
Und jetzt genau Platon charges us für so eine Straße. Suddenly, its cable snapped completely.
Which one?
Das zum
The
Öffnen
one
der
for the
Motorhaube.
hood.
Step on the gas to keep pressing.
I am president. At this point, I urgently decided to find out where the gas pedal was. Well, we'll be there soon enough. There will be absolutely no stops und ohne weitere Besichtigungen.
Yeah, that's right.
Так и будет, не переживай.
Vielleicht
We should
wenigstens
drive
dort
through there.
durchfahren?
Why?
Nein, no reason.
Grund.
Um stecken zu bleiben und
Damit es
Oh,
Abend wird.
Well, we'll drive through the while. Yeah,
passt
okay,
schon,
so
wie du's
that's how you
aufgehängt
hung it.
Lass uns lernen gehen. Na los,
Alright,
erzähl mal,
tell
was dich
me,
dazu
what
bewogen
made you
hat, es
hang
so
it like
aufzuhängen.
Naja, sie haben doch zusammen gepasst.
Hier,
Look,
siehst du das
see the black
Schwarze?
mark?
Das Schwarze
That black
darf
mark
noch mit
shouldn't
nichts
match anything
übereinstimmen.
Naja, ich dachte, das wäre unlogisch.
There,
fast.
almost.
Now
Jetzt zieh's
pull
noch mal
towards
zu
you.
dir.
That is all fertig.
Lena,
Doesn't
Lena,
this circle
sagt
tell
dir
you
dieser
anything?
Kreis hier nichts,
That it should
dass er so
align like this,
übereinstimmen
for
muss?
example,
Zum
if
Beispiel
it matches
so, wenn
up
er
like
passt.
Понятно.
Wir brauchen einen
Well,
Grund,
it's
um Wasser
water.
zu holen.
If we don't
Wenn wir
find
einen
one,
finden,
you can
kannst
roll
du Schneebälle
snowballs
rollen
and
und sie
throw
aufs
them on
Dach
the roof.
werfen.
Yeah. Okay, why aren't we nicht? This snow is really heavy. And where are we
wo fahren wir
going?
hin?
Ich glaube, we're...
There,
Schon
again.
wieder.
Ja.
Yeah, it's not
erklär
moving.
We left way too early, it seems.
Turns out we left
Stimmt,
way
wir sind
too
viel
early.
zu früh los.
We need to head
Wir
further
müssen weiter nach
south.
Süden.
So it's good we didn't go along the bottom. We might not have made it up the ridge there.
The snow on the way to Altai through Kazan is impossible for the buggy. There's snow to Orenburg too, then flags. Another option is to go around the Volga through Kalmykia and Astrakhan and then to Altai. But the road to Kalmykia is just fertile fields and nothing else.
We're going to Kalmykia now.
It's been a while.
It's just that we'll get to Kimmel and it'll be the same shit show there.
100%.
Who even goes to Altai at this time, Hill? You gotta think about it. Let's go to Kalmykia.
You convinced me. Let's go to Kalmykia to see the tulips.
All right, fine. We've been there before. It's scorching hot. I'm just reassuring myself. Since you forgot my mittens, let's go to Kalmykia.
Zhenya, I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Why not?
No. Well, every day. Well, damn, there are no worse roads, right?
There are. Fuck, how hard did we have to hit so we wouldn't get crushed? Ryazan region. We finally got out, damn, on the third or fourth day. Holy shit. Basha, we've driven 10,100. Wait, I'm doing a stage scene and you took the camera from me, shouting and swearing.
I wasn't swearing.
Well, you'll have to edit out the parts where you weren't swearing.
Setting up the grill. Finally, we can unpack the battery-powered pump and carry it in the buggy with the canisters to collect water from reservoirs at every opportunity. And in Kalmykia, you really have to search for water, and at best it's not very dirty, but definitely not drinkable. Down into the deep wall.
No dumpsters.
Yeah, honestly, they just leave it right there on the side of the road.
Picking out the trash, they call it. We'll just leave this for someone.
Well, yeah. What else can you do?
Hello there.
Did you say hello?
Yeah. Is this where the trash goes?
They actually already picked up the trash earlier today.
I see there are no bags. No, just one little bag.
Just put it right there.
Is that okay? Thanks.
Dang it, don't close the door. What are you doing? Don't close the door. It's like a real door, gammit.
Did it scream out?
Yeah. On the right, we have 2 fuel tanks, but the fuel gauge is only in one of them. This tank is empty now, so we're pumping diesel into it from the other one.
Imagine you can sit here with the door open now.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing.
I was really just enjoying that thought. We're pumping water from the canister into the motorhome so the buggy isn't carrying extra weight, and the canisters are ready for the next refill.
There's a club here. Let's go to the club.
Mm-hmm.
Is there no store here or what?
Doesn't look like it.
The waterfront. Вкусно и точка.
Something really pretty.
Those are some specific rocks for a chemical plant.
They're beautiful.
And again, not a soul around.
The Uvarovo chemical plant wasn't just located near the city. It essentially created it. In 1962, a major chemical project was launched here. And by November 1966, the plant produced its first sulfuric acid. Almost at the same time, Uvarovo was granted city status. Back then, it was a symbol of great Soviet chemistry. Huge workshops, complex production, thousands of people, an entire city grown around the plant. And then all of it began to die. In the 1990s, production began to wind down, leaving the massive enterprise in ruins. But even after closing, the plant didn't disappear. Instead of workshops, ruins remain, and instead of production, giant phosphogypsum stacks covering 126 hectares where millions of tons of chemical waste still lie. These smelly artificial reservoirs near the Uvarovo chemical plant aren't just abandoned ponds. They're remnants of a vast industrial system where chemical production waste flowed for decades. Back in Soviet times, zero-discharge water systems, a sludge collector, old settling ponds, and an evaporation pond operated here. Acidic water from acid emissions entered this system, while phosphogypsum stacks grew nearby. So today, it looks not like nature, but like a dead man-made landscape that still smells of past chemicals.
Are there still spare parts for it? For the Svyatogor? Yeah, but they're 10 times the price. It's a real pain, yeah?
Where's my phone?
I didn't take it.
You sure you didn't? Yeah, it's mine. Here, I left it in the basket. I see. Thanks.
You're unbelievable. I can still smell that scent in my nose.
Yeah, it's Tuamba. I'm saying, as long as it doesn't eat drill. Listen, it's like...
Damn. How did it hit the back of my head? Look, damn.
From behind? Yeah.
Holy shit. Come on, who's got extra fuel? I'll take it. How much are you selling for? 60 rubles. 150 liters. How many liters? 150. I'll pull up now. Go ahead. What are you driving? What's your tank size? I can fit about 400 people in there.
No. Left or right?
The tank's on the right, by the buggy. I'm on the Ural trailer. Pull in there behind the tanker.
Get yourself a tanker. A dry, level, unplowed, spacious spot for a motorhome. Far from the road, And with a clear river nearby, it's a rare find for the Rostov region, especially when it's right on the route. We should have put on boots.
Yeah, we should have. So why don't we do that? Listen, it's clean, we can fill the motorhome with it, easily fill up the canisters. Here is a life hack.
Now we carefully have to clean up all this broken glass.
Now I have to order a new lid. How much was it?
You really need to put some shoes on.
I need a tape measure. Let's try again with another lid. Maybe I should order two at once.
And what is that for?
I want to show the life hack.
Maybe you shouldn't?
Ой, я хочу капусточку, капусточку хочу.
What's in the cheesy one besides cheese? Nothing?
Tender chicken, fresh tomato, 2 slices of cheddar cheese, and crispy French fries.
Please do not ever do that, for goodness sake, because you'll tear your mouth, and then you'll suffer.
The bubbles go off. It's so cramped in there. I think they'd crawl out without the rocking.
Early April, the first scent of fresh grass and a secluded location. In a place like this, you want to stay longer and calmly explore the area. But the mud from the buggy's wheels, which we're already tired of, flew into the trunk and onto the windshield again. We decided not to push it and just keep moving. I wish they'd cut down these stumps.
Why would they do that? Just so you can park?
Yes, that's right. Oh, look, a tick.
Oh, got it.
Did you see the tick?
I saw it. Well, smash it.
With what, damn it?
Your hand.
You have got to be kidding me.
What? Is it gonna bite you while you're hitting it on the head?
We have a Wi-Fi camera on the back of the trailer that helps in moments like this, when stumps are barely noticeable for the Ural. But for the trailer, they might already be too high.
Don't you need shorts?
No, look for the things for the camera.
Which ones? What things?
Extra batteries for the digital camera.
Saying it louder won't make it any clearer. Batteries are called batteries. Just because you're louder doesn't mean I'll find them faster. Even if you scream things, I won't find them any faster. Batteries.
Well, why not?
Batteries.
Everything for the camera. It's absolutely clear. Truck drivers? I'm curious, how do you pull out onto the main road at intersections like this without help? Okay, 1. Now the second red one, and it's clear. We can... Can we? Yes, we can. Nothing on my side.
How do you even see anything by yourself? Just however you can.
Over there by the trees, where those 2 bushes are. The main thing is no fences or those wires stretched across.
We'll just go up and ask, that's all.
This one.
Just say, oh.
They'll come running themselves.
Well, or they will probably come running right over.
You can't hear the road, right?
It's all good.
Let's do the windows.
So, should we count how long until the police arrive?
Perfectly level spots for parking. With our length, they're rare even in the steppe. So we shut off the auto inflation on one side, set up a phone to measure the tilt, and deflate the tires on the other side. It's more comfortable for sleeping, and rainwater drains into the tank instead of spilling over the roof edges. Yeah.
You guys, why do you have to do this right now? A whole herd of sheep, for crying out loud.
Do y'all really have to cross right now?
We chose this location because we saw a whole forest of wind turbines from the road. Near Kalmyk, 2 modern wind farms are operating, Solinskaya and Solinskaya. That's 48 wind turbines at 4.2 megawatts each. Roughly speaking, one such turbine can provide electricity for about 3,500 households. Though in reality, the energy from here doesn't go to just one village, but into the general power grid. And the annual output of these 2 stations is comparable to about 79% of the annual energy consumption of all of Kalmykia. If some of the turbines are stationary, it's not necessarily a breakdown. They might be stopped due to wind conditions, for maintenance, or because of grid limitations. These stations are built in stages. First, the roads, foundations, substations, and utilities. Then, huge cranes assemble the towers and lift the nacelle, hub, and blades to the top. And this is a good example of how Kalmykia is developing not just solar, but wind power too. But right here, the choice in favor of wind is clear. The Republic's wind potential is very strong. And when you stand next to a forest of turbines like this, you can't help but wonder, could I put one of these at my summer house? Theoretically, yes, but for a typical plot, it only makes sense where it's truly open, windy, and there's a way to install a tall mast. And as for the payback period, it's even simpler. For a regular summer house, a wind turbine is often not a way to save money, but an expensive toy that either takes forever to pay off or never does. 0.8.
Hello?
From a distance, it's hard to tell if it's a car or what.
These are sheep?
Yes.
Can we film them?
If you're interested, we can drive right over to the mother animals that just gave birth. Right here.
Gave birth? Let's go. Easy, let's go.
It'll make it. It'll make it.
Holy cow, we're digging in. Were these just born?
Just about an hour ago.
An hour ago? Wait, they aren't even born, Ball?
Can we pack them?
Yes, of course.
Will they accept them later?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or will she toss them out like chicks?
He's really just tiny, huh? Let's not catch him.
He thinks I'm his mother or his father.
They're only born in March. In November, we let the buck in.
Ow, he's doing that to everyone. He's gonna make a mess. Is this a normal stay for them?
Yeah, that's normal.
Especially that black one there. And how do they all go back home later?
We clean up.
Or do you have to catch them all, like?
Cows?
Not cows, sheep.
No, we're herding them in right now.
Do you stuff cows into cars like that too?
Now cows, they're on their own. We just kind of keep an eye on them.
So they go back home over there, right?
Not the cows, no. The cows can be just about anywhere.
The cows, guys, are the Kalmyk breed, and they live outdoors all year round. For this breed, that's perfectly normal. Kalmyk cows are historically adapted to life in the steppe. They handle the heat, the extreme cold, and the wind well. In winter, thick fur with a dense undercoat protects them, and their endurance allows them to stay on the pasture all year round, whereas other breeds would have required a warm barn long ago.
Do you ever actually leave this place?
Yeah, we actually do. To the store, on quick errands, or even back home.
What kind of errands?
You know, to the city, if we need to go.
And what do you get at the store there?
Groceries, some things, tea, sugar.
All that.
Now, you can't get far on meat alone.
All right then. Well, poppies it is, then. Let's keep going.
Poppies?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought that one might be faster than us. Turns out it's an oka. Now I'm going to show you a life hack.
That's really scary. We were planning to go to Altai right during peak tick season, but we found out just a day before leaving and rushed to the city hospital for an accelerated vaccination. It's done in 2 stages with a 2-week interval. We convinced the nurse to give us the second dose to take with us because where we are now, looking for a nurse with a vaccine would be quite naive.
There, you don't have to fear ticks anymore.
Yay!
See? Want a piece of candy?
What for?
This is for you.
I'm all grown up now. I have no idea where my very first point even is. Nearby.
Nearby?
Yeah. For me, it's just, we just drove off and that's it. Right here.
The first digit, for me, it's the point where we're standing.
That is number 08.
Good.
The Sanatoria Grove in Kalmykia is a rare green island in the middle of the steppe. Once there was an orchard here. Then a sanatorium school appeared nearby, and the place got its name. Today, it's no longer just a grove, but a surviving piece of life foreign to the steppe, which is gradually drying up and dying. The 10th day is coming to an end. We've already driven 2,100 kilometers. We spent 42,000 rubles on diesel. Some more went to shops and gas for the buggy, and for utilities, 0 rubles.